When you have excess material, like you see that they have after a certain period of time, people that have stagers that you put on maybe we could do something like that. Get something out of it.
Real brief.
Okay, good. Find out.
Good. Robin Jenkins.
They must do it. Just check.
Let's call to order the April 2013 Town of Shandaken Town Board meeting. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board Member Waller here. Board Member Bernstein
Here.
Board Member Ewing
Here.
Board Member Jordan
Here.
Vice Staff.
Here. Ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Supervisor Financial Report, March 2013. Ulster County Sales Tax, $32,282.58. Ambulance fees, $12,148. Phoenicia Library rent, $600. Phoenicia Library electric reimbursement, $208.09. Police fees, $70. Justice fees, $12,277.50. Town clerk fees, $38.85. Building permit fees, $1,515. Dog licenses, $113. Registrar fees, $3,085.93. Fuel reimbursement, $2,009.22. Mariner Tower, $762.20. For a grand total of $65,110.37. Communications. Communications fairly light. I didn't even draft anything tonight. We don't have much to discuss. We have two resolutions tonight. One is for pay all bills. The other one is for the creation of a forfeiture account, which contains the $5,000 monies that we received from Urgent from Ulster County last month. Those monies will be committed to the police department for future use. We have for next month, which appears it's going to be a very busy month, the Board of Ed is going to be here to discuss the upcoming budget for the school. We also have, hopefully, a final draft plan of the Recreation Department Master Plan. We also may have a flood mitigation plan discussion, which should be coming up for at least its initial draft, if anything. We have multiple stream projects which will be bid out through EWP, which is Emergency Watershed Protection Funds, federal monies. These are jobs that we tried to bid out last year, but because of easement agreements and procurement, we just could not finalize those agreements. We're looking to move forward with those projects and know that we're not the only town. There are multiple towns within the watershed that are dealing with these this summer. So you see a lot of stream work going on. We have, outside of that, the Boy Scout, the annual Boy Scout Penny Social is at the Parish Hall on April 20th, not to be missed. And this year we're trying something new. The Emerson has contacted us because they have some extra food. They'd like to hold a fundraiser on April 29th at 6 p.m. at the Phoenix Restaurant. It's a $15 dinner, all inclusive with cash bar. The monies will then be given to the rec department, and we're trying to coordinate right now. We don't have an exact date, but the hope is that we will take the monies garnered by this fundraiser, put it towards rods and poles for all the youth in Shandaken or whoever looks to sign up, at least under the age of 16, so we don't have to deal with licensing, and try to provide them with a day of fishing in Phoenicia. Again, when we set that date, we'll let you know, but as of right now, I I don't have the tickets made up, I'm waiting to get them printed, but April 15th or April 29th, $15 per person. It's 6 o'clock at night at the Phoenix Restaurant, and there's only 100 tickets available, because that's all they have. So keep your eyes and ears peeled, and we'll let you know.
What date was that?
April 29th, it's Monday. And that's all of that. Anything else?
I'd like to thank Joyce and her staff for the emergency survey that you guys facilitated. It was good information, and hopefully you won't have to use it very often, but at least we have something to go on now in case. Thank you
Yeah, it
for
was
that.
nice. We had a lot of volunteers that volunteered to help, because there were some issues about having people standing by at the firehouses when the firemen are out, maybe distribute dry ice. So I have a nice list to give Gary Carr and the other guys. People are willing, they're walking distance of the firehouses, so they have volunteers they can call if they ever need them. And won't put them at risk just to be there. So, it's one thing. Thank you.
One thing we're up, there's a hunter safety course being given at the Upper Esopus Fishing Game Club on April 13th. That's a Saturday. If you're interested in it, contact Tom Bruck at 338-0834 or Bruce Braley, 246-6309. And you got to register 10 days before the class because it's an online course also. So again, it's Tom Bruck, 338-0834. That's on the 13th of April.
Joyce, I hope you can post that on the website, Facebook page.
You let the paper go?
I just got it written down, Joyce.
Hand it to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Post it to you. This one on the committee reports. Rich is not available tonight, so please, Alfie.
I'll try to read this like Rich, but not wrong.
First
We're going to have a drama in there. March 2/13 report. To quote a rather infamous sportsman from the area, "Hey Joe, no more days till trout season. The day is upon us, and the young and old alike take to our spectacular local waters after a long winter hiatus in search of rainbow, brown, and rare brook trout, with the hopes they will be hungry for whatever that may drift past their mouths. While hundreds will take to the Esopus and its tributaries the next month to enjoy one of America's favorite pastimes, it is important to remember a few safety tips that will protect you and loved ones while searching for those elusive fish, no matter how familiar you are with local waters. As the Esopus and its tributaries are predominantly a wade fishing stream, many anglers find themselves traversing in waters, bank, and sometimes in the water itself. Although this is one of the safer ways to fish, your safety starts with adequate equipment and situation awareness. We all know that the water temperature is cold right now, ranging from 38 to 46 degrees depending on the time of day. So dressing right is key. Wear layers and be sure to check your equipment before you reach chest deep in the current. That little leak in your waders and light clothing can turn into hypothermia in minutes. Loss of dexterity under 5 minutes. So wear gloves and layers and wear a wading belt in case you take a bath. Always use a wading staff or big stick to sound the stream bed before you step and shuffle your steps, particularly with the increasing turbidity and recent floods. Stay away from undercut, unstable banks and strainers as they are deadly. If you become entangled with them, be ready to weather as well. Bring a rain poncho, check the weather channel, and get out of the water if you hear thunder. Use your head. If you are not experienced wade fisherman or don't know how to swim, wear a life jacket. Don't venture out alone, as fishing is fun with a buddy. Just make sure not to hook them by checking your surroundings before you cast and transport your rod with hooks attached to them. Remember these couple tips and you will need a little luck. A silver blue fox #2 or a size 14 Quill Gordon to catch a monster. Stay safe and tight lines. Richard Mullen.
Police?
Okay, Shandaken Police Department monthly report. If there's no police here, which there isn't. Month of March 2013, total calls handled were 156, total arrests 11, total miles patrolled 7,549 miles.
The
Next meeting for the Water Committee will be on Wednesday, April 17th, 6:30 in the library. We're anxiously awaiting the start of this construction project, close the loop, and we're sort of moving forward, and apparently we're going to get there within the next 2 months, right? Does that sound right, Tom? There was some question about having funds available as contingency or reserve, or both. And it seems as though that the water district is eligible to do that, given approval by the town board and the townspeople. So I think we should move in that direction, because we need to have funds available for emergencies, one thing, and for capital improvements, without necessarily borrowing.
Well, yeah, we have funds available.
For this project.
For any emergency use or repairs, as much as they may be. Again, we're waiting for the engineer to come back with a cost estimate, which depends on Rick's stockpile, as to what we have in stock, so we can properly estimate what it would cost to complete this project in time.
Okay. That's it for now. Thanks, thank you. Rick's got another meeting.
Yeah, we heard this.
Hey,
Yeah, the system is in good shape, finances are in good shape, and there are, I hate to say this, there are no leaks right now. One possible problem or something that needs to be repaired is the main at the closest to the sewer. So we'll be looking for something for that. And next month, there may be a visitor, the chair of the water committee, not the chair, the water administrator.
Ooh.
Yes. I mean,
That's not the chair.
Yeah. So Donnie will probably be the next month.
Museum?
Yeah, they had an open house on the 24th of March. I'm not exactly sure how well attended it was, but hopefully now that the weather starts to improve, we'll have better attendance at the museum.
I just wanted to say about the museum, I was up there the other day, and Bob has done a fantastic job up there. He really has. And it's really worthwhile going to see. It really is.
I just was contacted by DOT finally. We requested a couple of months ago to get, if you notice along Route 28, they started putting up the brown and white signs. They put signs up denoting libraries and parks and such. One of the requests we put in was for a museum sign up there, so people are more aware of the Shandaken Museum, and I did get a letter back from the DOT. I have to fill some form out to allow them to put the sign up saying which direction the museum is, because apparently DOT couldn't find it. It's just what it is. Recreation, Heather?
Well, we're in the home stretch of our master plan, so hopefully we'll be able to have a final on that next month. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet. We do have Little League and soccer seasons starting. Next week, I think both of them start at the same time. And I know for Little League, there's been quite a drop in numbers. They don't have any majors this year. They don't have enough kids for a major team, but there's 8 T-ballers. So they do have a Shandaken T-ball team. So anyone interested in signing up for Shandaken, for either of those for Shandaken, they should contact Mountain Valley Little League. And they have a website up and running. That's Kevin Christopher from Woodstock Leagues. Or you can contact me.
Is there an age limit? Because Rick was looking at this. Is the age limit?
No, but we can do some coaching. And then soccer is also starting, and they have a pretty big group. And that's, U6 is open anytime enrollment for soccer, but I think the registration for the older age groups filled up in the fall. So. But they'll be starting next week. Yeah.
Shandaken Day, nothing for us yet. For the public comments and resolutions, we have 2 glorious resolutions, which I don't think anybody's got any comments on. Patty, you against this panel of bills? I do have one thing that came into my email today as a motion. I can't believe I'm doing this. So we're trying to work on the septic, and apparently we have the town hall and the town highway garage are 2 separate parcels, or 3 parcels, and the DEP is requesting an easement agreement between ourselves to ensure perpetuity that we can maintain the septic. So I'd like to make a motion that the town board accept an easement agreement with ourselves to allow us to formulate a document to create the easement agreement in perpetuity to maintain a septic here on the property.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor? Thank you. On the resolutions. It's not ridiculous, I'm telling you. We need an easement agreement between the parcels.
Resolution number 71-13, resolution to pay all bills. Whereas the Department of Audit and Control require town boards to sign and inspect all vouchers coming into the town for payment, the number and total amounts from each fund. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the following vouchers paid. General, $48,874.87. Highway, $53,138.46. Phoenicia Water, $2,734.97. Pine Hill Water, $50,686.09. $50,000 M&T Bank annual loan payment. Phoenicia Lights, $1,008.86. Chichester Lights, $142.41. And Pine Hill Lights, $549.85. And move its adoption.
Second. Board Member Bartlett? Yes. Board Member Bernstein?
Yes.
Board Member Higley?
Yes.
Board Member Jordan?
Yes.
Supervisor Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 7213, a resolution to transfer urgent funds. Whereas the town of Shandaken participates in the Ulster Regional Gang Enforcement Narcotics Team, urgent, and received $5,000 in forfeiture funds from said agency. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the supervisor to put monies into a dedicated checking account to be used by the town of Shandaken Police Department only for equipment, etc. And I move its adoption.
I'll second.
Will there have to be a oversight on this? Is that just up to the police
It's
department?
completely, it is wholly and entirely up to the chief of police and the police department on how they expend these monies, but they're not to be expended on anything outside of equipment, operations. It cannot be used for personnel costs. Right? I mean,
Celebration.
yeah, no parties.
No parties.
Board Member Bartlett? Yes. Board Member Bernstein?
Yes.
Board Member Higley?
Yes.
Board Member Jordan?
Yes.
Supervisor Stanley?
Yes. Open public comment. Yes, sir. We have no other comments. Then I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn the meeting in memory of James Heffernan. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for stopping by. Drag out. Rick, I opened the door for you. I know. I'm glad. Today you listen? Let's go ask him more. Mark that one down on the counter. Listen, okay, he's just in heaven right now because the Mets are won. Yankees lost.
What the hell, Dave?
The Mets are in first place. That's why I said that.
A deal breaker.
Oh, yeah, 36 calls.
See? And the mileage on the bottom. You ready with the stupid stuff? What region we?
It's totally not the same.
Is that all I can
Under 20 years, I didn't think.
Thanks for coming. Quiet month.
Probably something else.